Պատրաստ։
Բարև։
Մատ հիմա ես իմ տեղս նստեմ։ Չէ, ես մտել ա պորտես։ Չէ, ես էթում եմ։
Բաբա, որտե ամեցեք։
Որտե գնաց։
Spider monkey style.
Ես որս նայեմ ամոթա։
This is going inside. I just want you
Inside
guys.
what? Quantum yes. This is going inside. Jeez, man.
Lava for tikiles awesome. Cause this is my signature scent now.
Please don't spray that again. Please don't spray that fucking. Jeez, money kari bırak ki bıçak martı kartmana.
That was good.
Right
If that wasn't a commercial, I don't know what was. If that wasn't an advertisement, it could bring someone. Sponsor. Bring the person back to life. Buy it.
Yeah, buy Latafa.
Buy Latafa. Not her obsession. It's his confession.
God's obsession.
They should do an advertisement like that.
See how we're gonna do this.
Don't look in that
Nina,
general
Amota.
direction. Yeah, it goes.
Amota.
Stare into the.
Yes, to do this now. I feel objectified.
Post-production.
This is even worse. Man, do
it.
Man, هرسیم هد عاده تو دو بعدش برساز بگیش. آری بزن. آخه الورو تنس هارا.
آشکی نستی.
بزن دیگه.
See motos with the hem just.
اصلا آمینش هاش کاستوم گفته.
This is our third
ایش
guest.
تایتل.
Bani A3 on.
اصلا وری شیت. سوستور با ایمانش کاکن کتسوم از باتلی میچ. لطافه چه پیران نره.
Literally, I see two in one. Do I smell vata? Yes, I'm going to love now.
Kusam serum egg?
It's okay.
Are you kidding me? Smells amazing.
This guy goes hard tacos. Are you kidding me? Welcome back, everybody. What? Welcome back to the Room 104 podcast. This is your host, Shanti Monty Aziz Jigainer. I am here with two of my newly favorite people, okay? Z Minasyan and Adeh Bagdasaryan. Thank you guys so much for coming down to the Room 104 podcast. I hope this is the right audio. There you go. Bezan. So, of course, anytime. Nice. So, mad. Kaku gereche lav nachkanes episode varang. First of all, it took me 2 hours to set everything up because these guys were so professional and so prompt that they showed up 15 minutes early. And I've never had a guest show up 15 minutes early.
Really?
Yeah. So yes, Tumbano was vazvazumim to try to get all the microphones set up. Yes, Nastana, my dad was here. He was in his boxers going, Ekon. I'm like, yes, what do you want me to do? Sean, I think they're outside. I'm like, yes, television drama. I'm like, you know, we got to make sure everything is set before we get into the episode today. Adeh, you've been a fan. I didn't know this.
Yeah.
So do director S.
Yes.
Producer chess?
Time to time I do.
Time to time. How long has this been a passion of yours?
Passion that's gonna run back to like when I was I was 6 or 7. That started for me. Like I just fell in love with the idea of making movies and writing and when I came to US, I kind of still had it in my head that I want to do something like this with my life. But you know, Armenian household, oh no. That's
engineer, Bajish.
Yeah.
Come fix it. Like that's the that's the unfortunate reality. But yeah, I hear you.
But I did get a associate degree in business just to have something on the side. But and then I got my bachelor's in filmmaking, and I made a couple of films before this one that we're gonna talk about. Basically, I've been making movies for almost 10 years.
And then Z, you're also you're a writer.
Actually, this is the first story that I've ever written that has seen the light of day.
Really?
Actually, the story you're gonna learn, it is a love story. It's based on a love story. It's based on a true story, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's based on a true story. And then there's a few amalgamations, like different people have told me things. I work in the health field. So the thing is, for me, I think that a lot of the health, the sphere, we don't really hear from people except for if it's a really, really bad situation.
Right.
The Pit and Grey's Anatomy and stuff like that. Pitt did a really awesome job doing the recognition
Pitt's really
and stuff.
good, yeah.
Yeah. But unfortunately, like Grey's Anatomy and stuff like that, there's a lot of inaccuracies in movies like that.
Yeah, no shit. Someone's dying and they're having sex in the fucking waiting room. Like, it makes no sense. Like, I hate that show. It's a small man.
I've never watched it, but the thing is, there's a lot of inaccuracies and there's a lot of different people in the sphere that are not talked about. Respiratory techs, PTs, OTs, DOs, MD. There's a lot of people you don't really hear their voice unless something like god awful that happens.
Right.
So the thing is, I think that overall, like in the health sphere, there's a lot of people who want to get into writing, getting into some kind of like outlet. Like I really enjoy working out. I really enjoy, doing stuff like community service and stuff like that.
Yeah, as you should, because that's such it's so taxing mentally.
Yeah, it's difficult for people when you have so much work to do for you to sit down and gres.
Yeah. If my arm's broken and I'm coming to you at the hospital and you're sitting there like, no, I gotta write the short story real quick. Like, I'm gonna be upset too. Like, medical unem. Can you fucking help?
Let's run the insurance real quick.
Yeah, literally. What? Stereotypes.
Hey.
So then what's your position in the medical field?
So the thing is, I've done a little bit of everything. I'm a medical assistant now, dreaming of being an ER doc, actually. So the thing is, that's my dream. I want to become an ER doc. Want to get through there. But I've done needle safety specialist. I've done fire specialist. I've done basically I'll go to schools and I'll teach kids about the dangers of, surgical tools of any kind or anything sharp or, needles, God forbid, if someone has access to a needle of some kind.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, what kind of school got surgical stuff just laying around? Oh, chemistry class.
Yeah. Good morning.
Chemistry class. Yeah.
So the thing is, some of these kids, unfortunately in the public school system, these kids see needles before they see any kind of like other stuff.
I didn't know that.
So the thing is, needles are something that, especially here in Los Angeles, now they're trying to do better, but there's a lot of needles sticking around everywhere.
I'm sure.
And especially with like the kids that are in like Skid Row, Compton, like lower socioeconomical places, you have access to these needles, but they're dirty needles. So the thing is, it's really important for someone to come in and say, hey, these are needles. This is how you should handle them. This is where you should take them. If you do see them, don't touch them. Stuff like that. Because the curiosity of a child, it's not like, you learn over time.
Yeah.
But we don't want something to happen to them,
Exactly. No, that makes sense. His passion, he said, was when you were around 5 or 6. Was your passion being in the medical field, was that also from when you were a kid, or was it more like later on in life? You're like, no, I really like explaining to kids what needles are.
Well, the thing is, actually, I've always wanted to be a doctor. That's not something that has changed. I wanted to be a pediatrician for a very, very long time. I had a very, very strong connection with my doctor, with my pediatrician. Shout out to Dr. Zargarian. I love you. You're so
Shout out Dr. Zargarian. Oh my God. Hey, boy, I didn't know. I keep forgetting there's a second one. Here you go. There we go.
You know what?
There we go.
Hands down. I'm going to say this. Man, this poor man, about like 10 years... this poor man, about 10 years ago, moved to Armenia. So if Dr. Zargarian, if he sees this, he's in his 80s. I love you. Shatem Sirum Kez.
No, I promise you he's not watching the show.
Hey, you never know.
No, I think I know. This guy's not watching. He's on U.S. Armenia, maybe.
Maybe his grandchildren are watching and then they can
Yeah, okay, you know what? Gishtes, hoparlör shotguners, maltaskapa. I swear.
You know, we were saying before this episode started that there's gonna be so many tangents in this episode.
It's gonna be so bad, like because right before we even started, we were talking for what 30 minutes. We just hit 12 different topics all at once. I almost tore my ass cheeks trying to get across to fucking put a charger in.
You almost went head first into
Head first. I said,
Baron Vachik is being
Baron Vachik, this tripod is insane. Every 2 minutes.
I was saying earlier in the show when there wasn't recording, this is Baron Vachik.
Yeah, the tripod's name is Baron Vachik from now on, and I think, Mad, we need a cleanse. Mad khapi.
Okay.
Ormos. We're going to take a quick little short break of the episode, and we're going to talk about our first ever Room 104 podcast sponsor, Bezandige Gocha Khapi. I have to get to the commercial. This episode is brought to you by J&N Realty Property Management. Have you ever had a thought of, okay, you know what? Now I got my plot of land. I got a couple of condos. I got a couple of apartment buildings. But who's going to manage it properly? J&N Realty got you covered. Why J&N Realty, do you ask? They specialize in professional management of apartment buildings from small complexes to large multi-family communities. Our experienced team handles everything from leasing and maintenance to rent collection and compliance, so owners enjoy peace of mind and tenants enjoy a better quality of living. So what are those services, you might ask? I'll tell you right now. So you got leasing and marketing, so attracting qualified tenants with modern digital marketing and on-site leasing. Tenant relations, they got 24/7 support, prompt communication, and resident-first approach. As far as maintenance is concerned, preventative and emergency services with trusted vendors that will be there for all of your needs. As far as rent collection and accounting, you have automated rent systems, monthly reporting, and owner transparency. Legal compliance and evictions, obviously they're everybody that's in charge of the company. They're up to date on local laws and skilled in legal processes. As far as renovations, upgrades, and long-term asset planning, they're the number one on the job. So if you want an agency that's hands-on, tailored to your very needs, right? Friendly, very responsive for both owners and for tenants. You want to make sure that you have an agency that has a proven track record of maximizing occupancy and reducing turnover, real-time financial reporting and owner portals, and local expertise with a personal touch. Personal touch! J&N Realty Property Management is for you. I'm going to go ahead and put the link and go ahead and search up HOAMGMTLA.com. If you want an apartment management company that you can count on, that's efficient, reliable, resident-focused, J&N Realty is your guy. Thank you so much, J&N Realty, for our first ever sponsor of the Room 104 podcast. Let's get back to the show. Bezan! Hopefully when this podcast gets bigger, that gets bigger. The gong gets bigger.
You want to get it? Okay, fair enough.
No, I want like the Mongolian.
I will say, hands down, in this, what we're hearing, it was perfect. Pitch perfect. Genghis Khan would be so proud of you.
Genghis Khan?
He would be so proud of you, bro.
I thought it was Genghis Khan.
Cengiz.
Cengiz or what?
Cheng.
I thought it was G.
That's how they say it. They don't say Genghis. They say Genghis Khan.
Yeah, the actual name is Genghis Khan.
Genghis is crazy.
I swear to God, you can search it up. Maybe. Search it up.
I need to see what
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan. If Google says
Genghis Khan.
Eres sutasum.
I swear.
In English is that.
Okay, so I see Anglian. Google nemliye skartum. This Mongolian Google piticharan. Mongolian Nuren.
This is an advertisement for Mongolian Google.
I need to find what's that instrument that they do like hi-hats? Is it Zajian?
Yes.
Do they have gongs?
They should be.
Can you sponsor this podcast and send me a big ass gong, please, for the podcast? That'd be great.
Oh, Zildjian.
Zildjian, yes. I butchered your name. I'm so sorry. But when you sponsor this podcast, I'll say it correctly. Can you?
100% marketing. This man has a PhD in marketing.
You said it earlier that you had you needed the tension that you're feeling in the field. You wanted to kind of have a healthy outlet for where you can express it, and it was through writing stories, or was it just in general just script writing?
Actually, funny enough, I myself and you can ask Adeh, I never wrote the story down. As we were doing
She
the
Lil
script.
Wayne? She's just good.
No,
I'll explain it.
yeah, no.
Okay.
That's the thing, because I explained it to him, because for me, I always have a image in my head. I have a lot of like stories that go in my head, because there's always an amalgamation of my patients, and I care about my patients. And I think all medical staff has that, where they care about their patients and they wonder where they went, you know?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah,
So what I'm trying to say is the fact that there's always stories that you hear, whether they're good or bad, that kind of mold who you are the next day as a medical
100%.
professional.
I agree.
So the thing is, I was telling him about the story, and it's just like, it just went down into a rabbit hole, and I just kept on talking, and I kept on talking, and he's like, I'm gonna write that down. And there was multiple reiterations, actually. We went through, I think, 5? Before we even started the script, actually, you know, and then that in itself, the script went 4 more times. We went and we filtered it through. So the thing is, for me, it's like, I'm a pretty, you know, outgoing person, and I can have a conversation with anyone. So my ideas kind of just like flow through me, and I just have a conversation. And as you can see, the conversation just goes wherever it's gonna go. Yeah, you know. So I kind of don't really have the, you know, I'm going to write this down and it's going to just stay on a piece of paper.
You know, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, because I can relate to that. For me specifically, whatever comes to me. Whenever I plan for something creatively, it ends up falling a couple notches below its standard quality level that I would like for it to come out. Like, everything that just happened before the episode was pure, unfiltered chaos. Like, I couldn't, like, that's me on a daily. Yeah. Unless when I'm at work, because then that would be a nightmare. Because I work as a behavior therapist, so it's a lot. So it can be quite the challenge. Do you find yourself being in a predicament where, creatively, when you have to go through some kind of I don't know if it's a writer's block for you. Let's call it an artist's block. How do you manage your ideas whenever someone like her comes in and goes, "Oh, I have this down," and then you're just like, "Oh shit, now I gotta plug the pieces together." Creatively, that's your archetype, or do you kind of relate to what she's saying?
So for me, like, we're gonna go with this the story that she told me. So like we said, she didn't write down, and I didn't even write down the story.
Right.
I wrote down bits and pieces,
like the premise.
Yeah, like just the general idea.
Okay.
What's gonna happen, and every day there was something new being added. Or every other day was something new being added because of the stuff that I would see in the story that we would go through. Right. And I would just narrow it down. There would be days that I would go through, like, creative block, artist block, writer, like just something that I would struggle. I would not find a way to connect this part of the story with how it should continue. Right. And for me, the easiest way to even, like, for this one, for it to flow, I sat back, I looked at the story in front of me as I had the like general idea, and I'm like, just blank space open of that missing part. I had it open. I'm just sitting there. I'm looking at it. Okay. I'm just looking at it. Right. Because who was it? Taika Waititi. What was it? Taika Waititi. Taika Waititi. It's a hard
Take
name.
one titty. That's what we're gonna call it.
What happened to the second one? It doesn't deserve love anyway.
Donatare.
Yeah. He said one thing. He said, the first step of writing is looking at your screen. That's already writing. So if you can't. Oh, interesting. So I just left it open. I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, this is gonna take a while, because I know it's gonna take a while. It's not, like I said, it's not gonna be my first rodeo in writing the story. There is a blockage. And I just looked at it for a couple hours. I went to work. I came back. I was still looking. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. Here we go.
Okay. So sometimes you just need to.
I just need to look at.
So you have you have a process. Yeah. And that process obviously doesn't have a timetable, even though it could be very frustrating for you when there are timetables for you.
Frustrating.
Of course. So when I'm looking at like your body of work, because you've done plenty of short films in your entire career, this is one of your, it's not going to be your last, but it's one of definitely your bigger projects that you've been working on over the past, I want to say, couple years or like couple months.
Couple months.
Couple months. And one of the things that I admire about people who are in the sphere, and when they're so, I love the buy-in. Whenever people come in and have a conversation about their projects, you can literally see them light up when they're talking about their projects. And that's years, hours. That's their 10,000 hours worth of work that they've put in to try to figure out how they can make their idea objectively seen across multiple platforms. And I'm sure there are difficulties associated with that. So I want you to think of a couple, and I want you to think of a couple. Right off the bat, what were some of the main challenges you have faced? You can choose over your career, or you can choose this current project that you guys are in post-production for. It's completely up to you. But like, I know there are some issues. There can be, like, you obviously can have writer's block, or you get so many ideas coming at you at light speed where you're like, you're trying to grab and you're like, fuck, there's too many Masons, there's too many characters, and like, and then you also are in a stressful environment, so that's like, it's like, doc, I'm feeling something on my arm. Susie might like Michael, maybe. And then you're talking about your story, and I'm sure you can disassociate during that time. Hopefully not when you're in the middle of a surgery. But like, what are some of those challenges that you guys see in your own perspective roles?
I would say in general, I'm going to be very general because I feel like I'm not the type of person to, complain. I'm not the type of person to say, oh my God, because why would I ask for your help when I can do it better than you helping me? So
damn!
But here's my thing, because I know what okay, I say this. Guys, you guys are blowing it out of proportion. What I'm trying to say is, because you are the only person that can actually help yourself. Because if you don't want to solve a problem, it's the same thing. If Adeh didn't want to stare at that screen and accept the fact that words were not going to come out, it was going to take him 3 times longer. Because you need to accept that. Yeah. So I think that one of the things for me is that kind of imposter syndrome of, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Am I helping the patient properly? Am I giving the patient enough care? Am I being professional enough, but being relatable enough where the patient doesn't feel like I'm only staring at them as the insurance? Right. And unfortunately here in the States, with everything happening, insurance and everything, people feel like they are just a price tag. I can definitely tell you, I do feel like I'm a price tag sometimes, 100%. And that's the problem. The problem is the fact that, you have burnt out medical staff, and then you have admin who sincerely have never met a patient in their life that are pushing us to be a different version of ourselves and being a completely different professionalism that doesn't feel unique, and it doesn't feel like the patient is cared for.
100%.
Yeah.
I need to take your words and frame it. Like, I just need to put it on because it's so fucking true. Yeah. I can't tell you, you're in the trenches medically. Yeah. I'm not. I'm in behavior therapy.
Dude,
it's different.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this. Do not discredit yourself.
I'm not.
Yeah, okay. I'm not. Please don't discredit yourself.
No, I'm not. I've seen some wild shit. I've seen some insane, I've seen, whenever I worked with adults too, it's one of those things where you're kind of shocked. I got shell-shocked. Yeah. Because
it's a very shell-shocking field.
But you kind of have an idea of what I am, right? Mm-hmm. Personality-wise, certain situations you can't put me in because I'm going to laugh. Yeah. So in those moments, it's not like I'm making fun. Why are you shaking your head? That's kind of fucked up. I'm not laughing at someone's prognosis or medical diagnosis. If someone is going through something tough, it's but sometimes they do say something or do something, it catches you off guard and you lose your shit. You laugh really hard.
Here's my thing, Shant. The reason why you laugh is because of the fact, and I can sense that, the reason why you laugh is because you don't like people being uncomfortable because of you being uncomfortable. You like people to, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You like to laugh because I also like to laugh because it's better to be a positive. Laughing is a positive. If you're laughing, you're at least taking it out. At least you're not screaming. That's literally word for word what my one of my teachers, shout out, you know exactly who you are. I can't say your name. But yeah.
Shout out to you know who.
Yeah, you know who. No, being in the medical field of any kind, it's a very shell-shocking thing because when you're interacting with another person, you also need to understand their life is equally as complex as yours.
Yeah.
And then they have different circumstance. And this movie is very much like a very unfaceted, very raw attempt at a lot of different movies that touch upon
Right.
what you do when you love someone. And I think that, yeah, the things you are capable of doing when you love someone, when you care about someone, the intensity that you feel when you try to take care of someone in any veracity is terrifying.
Of course
because
it is.
you're putting yourself at risk for something. And that's what the med field is.
Yeah.
If you don't love being in the med field, you are going to tear yourself alive. You're
100%.
literally going to burn out.
Yep.
And I think that overall laughing, crying, as long as you're not being a danger to yourself,
And a piece of shit.
you being that type of person, what did you have to go through for you to feel that way? Because
basically.
no one inherently is that way unless
No,
there's
yeah.
something actually wrong with you. But here's my thing. I was thinking about it in this movie. That's the reason why I didn't write it down, because this movie, there was so many facets of the main character, that I wanted to understand, because I've seen multiple patients
Right.
like my main character
Right.
that unfortunately they can't stop themselves.
Yeah.
They literally can't.
Right.
You know, and it's like the incapacity of understanding another person's feelings. I think that comes from a place of loneliness
Yeah.
that we as a society, especially in the Armenian community, especially as men, you guys are not allowed to just be alone in a healthy way.
Lasak!
Yeah.
I have a younger brother who is almost 10 years younger than me. So the thing is, I have almost a decade on him, and I would never want him to feel half of the things I've experienced.
And
in
you
my
see
life.
it from a different lens, because now
Yeah.
you see it, it's more close quarters to you.
Yeah.
So it's in close proximity.
Yeah.
So and then on top of it, you have that age gap. So that age gap really does show
Yeah.
what that can affect, how it can affect the person when they get
Yeah.
older. So that's right there, raw in front of you.
Yeah.
So just like to put more context to the project itself, let's talk about the name of the project, the premise of the project.
You talk about the name and the premise of the thing, and then
Yeah.
I'll talk about the English and how that can resonate, because I decided the English name, but the name is an Armenian word. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So the name of the movie is Heevand.
Heevand. Okay.
Heevand.
Yeah.
And not to give away too much, it's like she said, it's about this guy that doesn't, like, Armenian men don't talk about their feelings. They
Right.
keep everything hidden.
Right.
They lock it up, and they'll decide to do whatever they want with that.
Mhm.
So, like I said, I'm not going to give away too much, but that's pretty much it. Just imagine that. Imagine what would you do in that situation, that you have so much emotion locked up in your head, you have no one to talk to,
Crash out.
crash out, no one's going to listen to you, and they're going to say, as the name of the movie is, Ivanda.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. Yeah. We know the person who's in the project,
Uh-huh.
Arthur Donahue.
Arthur
Yes.
Donahue, yes.
Is he playing? What's his character in your movie?
He's our main
He's
actor.
our main.
He's the
the lead.
he's
He's
the
our
quote
lead
unquote
actor.
Okay, it's perfect because I've known him whenever he walked in to see Sun,
Mhm.
and this is such an important topic because me and him have discussed it in extensive detail. We've had many conversations about mental health, because at the time I was also a Blues Project peer coordinator, so I would go from classroom to classroom talking about depression and suicide prevention, and one of the things that's such a prevalent
Thank you for doing that, by
thing,
the way.
of course, anytime, because I related to it, I resonated to it, and me being in the field of psychology for over 6+ years,
Yeah.
it's kind of been this one thing where certain things. I'm not a mathematician, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a biologist, I'm not a chemist, but psychology is one thing that it comes to me like it's second nature. Like each person is a different Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
And they have different colors. Some people are 4x4, some of them are 16x16.
Yep.
So you have to understand and treat every single person differently, as long as your intent is the same. So when you're in that position and where you guys have someone who's equally passionate about mental health as Arthur Donahue is, you give him a character like that, you get full range of his talent.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys have seen it. Because on my end, I've seen him, because he was, when he first came to CSUN, I was on the way out.
Yeah.
Because I was a senior, he was a freshman. He wanted to always be an actor, and he's already shown that talent to me before.
Yeah.
And both of our passion is mental health. So when we go in, I have a different outlook. He has a different outlook. And this is a project that I was like, this is literally.
I will say this. I didn't meet him through that. I met him at a wedding, and I thought that he was pretty cool. And
Oh, really?
That is literally the reason why I thought he would be the perfect Andre.
Yeah.
Because he's just, his personality, he's very beaming of light. He just seems like that type of person. And I just thought, you know what? We found him. We found him. And through the entire show, procedure, production, it just like there was this unraveling of who he is as a person. And, you know, I say decay because every person has that moment of breaking. You know, everyone has that point of just like, it's not a character anymore. It's not. It's not a character anymore. And it's like he himself, I give him so much props because the character was his, and the character will always be his. And there's not a single other person I can think on this planet that could have played him.
I was going to say the same thing. I was like, I haven't even seen the movie.
Yeah.
And I saw the promo pictures for it. And I've, obviously, I've also, he's reposted it and I've followed you as well. I look at it and I go, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his. That's his role.
Yeah.
I sent him the audition script. I'm like, hey, because like she introduced me to him and she's like, he's gonna be great. I'm like, okay, I just want him to audition still.
Yeah.
And he sent the audition tape and I watched it.
I'm gonna say this. I met him through a wedding.
Yeah.
Arthur, you're gonna hate me for saying this. He was a few drinks in. He was having
he
was having the time of his life.
Yeah.
And then I told him, so what do you do? And he says, I'm an actor.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, like when the Grinch gets the smile on his face.
Yeah.
That's the text I got from him.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I texted him. I was like, period. And then I sent the meme of the Grinch, and I said, I think we found our Andre. And he's like, what do you mean? And he's like, I found him. And he's like, on the street? I'm like, no, not on the street. And he's like, at a wedding. I'm like, and he responds, how Armenian of you, period. And then does not respond for me the entire night. I sent a picture of him and his photo, and that's all I did.
I mean, to be fair,
it's a very
that is the Armenian thing to do.
Say.
But then that's like the context is like, I found your husband or I found your wife. That's the context. Like, it's a charam.
I felt
and then
like
flash turns on by accident. You're like, oh boy.
Oh God.
Why?
I will say about the flash, I did take a picture of him with flash.
What the fuck, man? I think he probably didn't see it.
Arthur, if you remember that night, please.
I guarantee he doesn't
Yeah,
remember.
I don't think the way he was dancing, I don't
Let's
think so.
just say for the sake of like you,
No. He doesn't remember me flashing like his
spotlight. He loosened her up,
I swear to
man.
God, like this.
There's no fucking way you did that shit.
I swear to God.
I'm telling you, you're about to hate me. The light bounced off of his head.
Wow.
Yeah, we were calling him Lightbulb the entire production.
Wow, because he's bald? Wow. Kachal Martin Osmes, he looks
I
like a
will
light
say,
bulb.
Hashtag
what?
Hashtag Naris, our makeup design,
Oh.
makeup person.
Okay.
Because she was shining his head the entire production.
With what, like the big ass shoe
No.
polishers?
Okay, this isn't Squidward. Okay, thank you very much. No.
I'm sorry. The joke was
I keep checking on, I keep going to the makeup department. I'm like, 10 minutes. They're like, okay, thank you. Then she's still working on his head. I'm like, okay.
Because you can't just like work on his face. You need to work on his entire head.
Well, yeah.
I love you. Galucha was shiny, bro.
Galucha love makrak.
And imagine all the lights set up as well. Ooh, the head.
Oh yeah,
was-
sure. It looked like this.
Yeah.
One of the lights.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think Serli, the main actress,
Who?
Serli.
Last name?
Oh my
Artinian.
goodness.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Serli John.
Okay.
Forgive me. Why are you
Okay.
saying that?
No. Just I got canceled over bread like last year.
Oh.
Like yeah, it was that girl, and then her name was also
Huh, okay.
Celine. I got Vachetsam. First thing I'm like, huh? I'm like, what do you mean?
Whoever this person is, we're gonna spray this so you never get near him. Here you go.
Where's the gunshot sound? I need a gunshot sound on this soundboard. Okay, they loved it. I love it. They loved it. Che, that was really good.
Just stay away from our boy. We need another interview. Thank you.
Oh, you guys gonna get was vlog on it? We'll do vlog. I don't care. Shout out to Serli Artinian. They do
Yes.
on top of making us.
Yes. Yeah. She was perfect,
Yes.
but I will say her personal fashion has nothing to do with her main actress, and her main actress, like her being the main actress.
Jenny, she dresses hideously.
No, she just dresses her.
You
her
see, I
fashion
try to
sense.
stir the pot.
No, her fashion sense is completely different, and I'm so proud of her for getting out of her personal, fashion sense and allowing herself to be in depth with this.
Yeah.
This is her first big role, and I'm super proud of her. I'm super proud of Georgi, the secondary actor.
Who? Oh, Georgi. His name is Georgi.
Georgi.
That's
I'm
our
super
supporting
proud of
actor.
my friends, Mary and Anahit. Anahit is a seasoned actress, but my friend Mary is not. There's a few. One thing I will say, I really love this project, and I think it's always going to be my baby.
Right.
Because there is new blood and there's old blood.
And it's also your first real one where you brought it onto the main screen.
But
It's
I
like
think
you just mentioned earlier in the interview, or otherwise, yes, I'm Asian. I didn't hear.
No. That's
I
what
didn't hear it correctly.
But here's my thing. I think it's always gonna be very. It's just gonna always be very, very important to me because of the fact that in addition to it was my first, it was other people's first as well. So the thing is, it wasn't just my, my little spotlight in the sun, my little moment in the sun.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you relate with me. I don't like being the only person on the stage. I don't like doing that.
Yeah,
I like
I
having
can
multiple
agree.
people there because, it's more fun when there's people around. And I think that healthcare is very much people like that because
Yeah.
we want everyone to succeed. We want everyone to be cured of all the diseases. We want everyone to be safe. We want everyone to, I genuinely, I tell all my patients when, I used to work urgent care, I really hope I never see you again. I really hope so because I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want to see you
Well,
again,
yeah.
And from
Could you
a-
imagine? Same time tomorrow.
there's some patients like that, unfortunately, just
Yeah,
because
no,
they're
it's
very
just-
dangerous.
yeah.
They're very danger prone. And I think that overall,
There it goes.
do you see the look on his face of pure
I
amusement?
I swear, I thought I pressed the button by accident. That shit was right here. Mat, comments, kshite, check if the tonic, kira Heevand. Relax.
I'm not working today.
That was sick. That was I think that was a dodge.
I'm not sure.
Go on. Go on.
All right, good. Good.
I'm sorry. I have
I
to
do
take
this every time.
No, he's like, I love how it got serious and he's like, that was great.
You should have been here the episode. I don't know if you guys saw the one with Helen. Bro, they was fully breaking into my house.
Why?
I don't know. I just went in the middle of an interview. I hear dunk, dunk, dunk. I'm looking this way. They have like a hand drill in the door. I'm like, Che, something's going on. Something's going on.
You just open the door.
I'm
"Hello?
like, this is
What?"
how, you want the
Housekeeping?
podcast that bad? Oh, perfect.
You'll okay. You'll
Yeah,
be the
man.
next. You'll be the next.
You'll be the
guest.
next guest.
I promise. Just let
Shout
me
out to
finish
Room
this.
104 podcast come through. Yep,
Yeah.
They bang on the door to get in on this episode. But yeah,
Honestly,
keep I didn't mean to cut you
Che,
off.
no, it's totally
Oh, such a podcast, okay.
this
Yeah, I know, right?
It's totally fine.
That and Zerkerich Tsava. I say that at least, you know how many Hayastansi moms I've said Zerkerich Tsava, they looked at me confused. Zerkerich Tsava. I'm like, no, it's like saying whatever you've put so much hard work into making this food for me, I hope it wasn't that big of a, big deal for you. And they go,
I'm gonna say this. Shout out to Parskahais because
shout out to boss guys all the time. Halame varkan, all the way up. Go ahead.
I'm half Parskahai myself.
Excuse me?
I'm half Parskahai myself.
Okay.
So the colorfulness and the playfulness of Parskahai, like just choska, you have barida, and the laughter and the music and everything. I just think that it's like wonderful. I think
it is.
It is. And I also think that every other type of Armenian has like that unique spice of life. You know?
For sure.
And I think that overall nowadays, with everything going on in the world, I think that we're unifying a little bit more. And I think that's beautiful. I myself, when I was growing up, there wasn't a lot of half and half. There wasn't a lot of half Eastern, half Western kids around. And I'm super happy that, my brother, going back to my brother, because I love my brother, hashtag I love my brother.
I mean, you're not gonna be like, man, fuck that.
No, but some people are like that. But I'm just saying, I want to always protect him. And like,
I would hope so.
I will say, I made this movie for him. I want him to know that he's never gonna be the Andre. He's never going to be, and he better not have an Andre in his life and not help him.
Yeah.
He better not. That's what I'm saying. And I think that mental health in men in general is something that, as Armenians, we don't really have a large grasp on, because we have such this fear of pochel. Oh my God, we're going to change. It's not about change.
It's about adapting.
It's about adapting. It's about, and that's the thing, like the human brain, it has such a neuroplasticity if you allow it. And, being stagnant and being this person that, barnumes, and you're just staying one way, that, do you not get exhausted? Do you not feel like there's a tightness in your chest? And that's what...
No, they do. They definitely feel it. They're not allowed to express it. That's the thing. So they go into vices. That's why they go into alk. That's why they go into, karaoke bars and stuff like that. They get into that kind of shit. And then it comes out in smaller ways. It comes out in the way of control. It comes out in the way of, maybe you can relate to this. Maybe you don't. Because, again, I don't know your situation. Maybe you can also relate to this because you might know someone who's been through the same thing. But when we talk about, Armenian women in... I'm not going to say Ayasansi Parskai or Beirutsi families as a whole, just in general. When you see that sense of the family dominance over kids and that sense of that it's not even the respect anymore, it's the fear now. So now you kind of, every step needs to be calculated on behalf of being their kid.
Yeah, the
and
eggshells.
that now, the eggshells. And now they become this shell of themselves. And then that's why when they go into, let's say, a space where they're allowed to be free, say college, let's say, for example, that's when they rebel.
Exactly.
And then that's when they hide.
Yeah.
And then that's when they kind of like, now it's more of like, okay, if I do this, now they're going to think I'm this. It's like, bro, how many times I have to tell you? I've had friends like this. Yeah. And I have to tell them, like, man, fuck them.
But here's my thing.
Why are you thinking? Why? I get the position that you're in because they've been your nucleus for so long. Like, your best friends were your cousins.
Yeah.
And that's a great thing, but then there's also that it's an extension of the tree that you grew up on. So it's the same. You're not in a forest really, where you see different shades, you see different animals that come out. It's completely different. It's a different composite.
Here's a question for you, and this is connected to the movie. I'm not gonna tell you why, but it's connected to the movie.
Secret Tova, Paul.
Secret Tova.
I fuck with it. Let's go.
Okay. So think about this. You do that and you leave. God forbid something happens to your family. The rest of your family does not talk to you, does not want you, anything. You try to connect with your friends. Your friends don't understand because of the fact they've lived your same life.
Right.
And they exclude you and they make you alienated and you're all alone. Menak with your thoughts. How would you feel?
I've been there.
Yep.
My question. Crashing out?
No.
Is that really a crash out?
No.
That's a question for you. And it's connected to the movie. I'm not going to explain why. Is it a crash out? That's the question.
For me...
That's the question.
It's a zoo animal outside. What the fuck is happening? Now there's a car robbery? Jesus Christ. Make sure to make the Pokemon sponsor this podcast so we can move and change it up.
Forest lawn, please.
Forest lawn Bro,
I mean, at this point, he'll take an advertisement.
get that shit out of frame.
Not to shout out my own city where I'm from. Move there.
Where is
Safe.
it?
Lancaster.
Lancaster?
Safe.
With
Move
all
to-
due respect, there's
move-
With all due respect, it's too far, man.
Go to Palmdale.
Yes, I've been to Palmdale, bro. It's legit. If you took like a bare woman's armpit and just fully shaved, that's the whole city. Or like the back of your knee. That's the city. There's nothing there. There's just mountains and
Shout
just
out to
shit.
Palmdale.
Shout out to
Lancaster has more
Palmdale.
stuff.
Yeah, what do they have? Plumbing? That's their fun. That's the attraction. Come to Lancaster. The
There's-
toilets work.
They do.
There's electricity sometimes.
There's electricity sometimes until that wind comes and yeah.
I will say, we went to Big Bear, and he was like, Lancaster is colder than this.
I'm standing outside. I'm like, it's hot. It's hot. Lancaster was cold.
When
went-
did you go?
December. We went on December
Mid-December.
12th.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. No, that's
went
bad.
mid-
Yeah, no, that's bad. That's terrible.
Guys, you guys see the look on his face. He's very jealous. Next time we'll invite him.
Where?
Big Bear.
To Lancaster?
Big Bear. Big Bear.
I thought you said
I'll
Lancaster.
finish.
I would have been like, yes, Merne Skjankis mage. I would never be jealous.
You would-
If you told me to come to Lancaster, I'd be like, wow, ooh, you know what?
No.
I would really love to come, but like enjoy yourselves. But no, like kind of to answer your question, I've been in a position, because it's just me and my dad. So I grew up around an extended family. That's why this is going to be a little bit, it's not going to be hard for me to watch, but it's going to be very familiar for me to watch this movie when it comes out. Very familiar. Because there were moments where I definitely felt like I should crash out.
Yeah.
Because I went through the whole depression. I went through the suicidal ideation. I went through all that. And, you know, coming to, this is just like a little tidbit, because I don't know how much you guys know about me. So I'm just, you know, you share, I share. That's just how it goes. People already on the episode probably know this, but whenever I was, I want to say in college-ish, I moved in with my dad. I've been living with him for like 8 years. So I came to him as a grown man, like 19. I still didn't know much, but I came to him as a grown man.
Yeah.
My family being split up, my only family right now is still my pops. There's nobody else. So navigating my own shit while being in the presence of a grown man, and he's trying to figure me out while I'm going through depression, while I'm going through the ideation. He's confused because he doesn't know what to do. So he's throwing Hail Marys, sending, you know, WhatsApp messages of like encouraging videos and stuff like that. And I would get upset at him. That's why I always tell him, I'm like, the strongest soldier really is my pops, because he had to deal with me going through that.
Shout out to your dad.
No, shout out to him for sure. Because
The two times.
bro, I need to like change this to someone taking a shit so I know what it is. There you go. So,
Hands down. I just want everyone to know the two very substantial, very important, like shout outs. Like Sirto was
and it's a guy taking a shit on a toilet like that. And it's the same color. Like it's the same colored tile. So, yeah. My dad's been through, like my dad has seen me through the worst. And whenever I see those instances where I'm like, my patience is being tested, I don't crash out. Because I'm like, me personally, I'm like, dude, I've been through so much to get to this point. Why the fuck am I going to allow someone to have the keys to affect me in a way where I no longer want to be here anymore?
Would you say it's because you've done the mental work? Because I feel like, and I'm going to be very honest with you, the level of maturity that you're talking about right now, I applaud. And I'm very sad to say that that is not the majority. And I'm very sad to say that.
I can agree with you. I mean, everybody here at this table can agree with that.
Yeah.
I think it's just kind of some people, when I was a kid, I had a better understanding of what was going on. Not better understanding, but like I understood what was going on. I just didn't know how to make sense of it. It's like when you have a blank canvas and you only have two colors to paint with, black and white. you kind of understand shading. You don't understand shading yet. You just know how to draw the outline. But when I got older, now I'm experimenting with different colors. Now I'm adding more context to the picture that was drawn to me when I was a kid. Now there's a forest. Now there's this. Now there's that. So now I was understanding why the behaviors across my parents, across my family, done to me. Now I'm looking at it and I'm going, oh, yeah. And that's kind of like.
But here's my question, Shanchan. You're a child. You don't need to paint it.
I understand. But sometimes when you're a kid, you're so curious.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You don't know. You don't know what's happening. So
I
you're kind of like, wait a minute. And the referencing is a thing. When you're a kid, you start picking people and you compare and contrast. Wait, why is the house is happy? When you go to my friend's house, like I'd look at my friend and I'd be like, wow, the parents actually like each other. What the fuck is happening right now? I'd be like, wow, they're actually communicating. What is this? This is new. Why aren't I? You as a kid, you start comparing.
Yeah.
And
then
then
you don't know how to extrapolate.
You don't know
you
don't know what the meaning is.
Yeah.
So now you're trying to look for ways to like, okay, interesting. Let me jot this down. So now you're collecting info.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, let me move on to, let me take this with me with life. Let me see what this can bring for me. What is this seed gonna grow into? And then that's where obviously I went into mental health psychology as a whole, because I was looking for answers to questions that people couldn't answer for me.
Yeah, you grew up fast, Shanchan.
Yeah, I grew up pretty fast for a younger kid. So now I'm kind of like in a position where people don't have to tell me anything. Like I get it. It's like, okay, now I know. Like when I get into a position, like if Adeh is having a issue where I was very perceptive of patterns. So now if you are nervous and I start to see you're kicking your knee, I'm going to remember that for the rest of my life. I'm going to be like,
yeah, he's nervous.
Yo, Adeh, you good? That tongue twist. So I start to see that. And Arthur is a prime example of me seeing that. Like you can ask him the same thing. That's how I was whenever me and him were in school. I would do that for other people, and that's what kind of helped me transition to this point. So this project of yours is not really, it's saying that it's monumental is an understatement.
I would say that
it's an
very
understatement.
I appreciate that.
Because there's so many people out there who don't know what that is. Yeah. And they have kind of similar to what I went through. They're probably older in life and they still don't have the canvas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this could be their first canvas to look at their own situation and go, wait a minute, something is not clicking here. Wait, that was unhealthy? This whole time what I've been doing is unhealthy? Mm-hmm. Wait, a crash out is not valid?
Yeah.
But what if it is? What about my feelings? Now people start asking questions. Yeah. Now people start to reflect. Did you come up with any challenge for you?
This project, the challenge was, the main challenge I would say for this project was turning the story into a script. Mm-hmm. Just because, like we discussed, it was an outline of a story.
Right.
And then taking the outline and turning it into a screenplay, it's like reading a book from middle of the book and not knowing what the hell happened in the beginning.
Wow.
Because I had no beginning. Like I didn't have a full story.
You just had an idea.
We just had an idea.
Yeah.
And then I think the challenge kind of disappeared when then she knows I wrote from the ending.
Right.
I had a monologue ready, and I wrote the monologue down, and
the monologue is going to make people break in half. Really? I'm going to tell you. Yeah.
Okay.
And
the monologue at the end is just, it's a conversation you have within yourself, and it is a conversation that a lot of Armenian men have had with themselves, and it's terrifyingly accurate. And
I'm so proud of Arthur for being in the forefront of that.
Yeah.
He's amazing. And I'm proud of you guys too for bringing this to light too, because it's going to be a game changer for sure. It really is.
I think it's going to be, you were talking about black and white. I think people are going to adore it or they're going to hate it.
It's going to trigger them though.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. It's provocative. Like Will Ferrell.
Gets the people going.
Yeah. It's going to get people going.
It's going to get people going. And you're going to definitely be in a position where it's going to be a conversation starter and now they have to reflect. Yeah. Yeah. Imagine having that with their parents, like walking into that movie.
I'm going to say this. The first time that the movie comes out, I'm going only with my brother. And then the second time I'll go with my parents.
I think you should. I think that's a very smart strategy.
Yeah. Specifically because of the fact I adore my parents. I adore them. But the reaction that my brother is going to have with the movie.
It's gonna be completely
It's
different.
completely
It's not safe
different,
for him. Yeah,
and it's gonna be different. And
yeah.
like, you know, for the premiere, I'm going to drag him out and be like, he was one of our extras, you know.
Shout out.
Shout out to all of the extras.
Shout out to all the extras. Shout out to everybody on staff. Shout out to everybody who was doing makeup. Shout out to everybody who was acting. Shout out to everybody. Shout out, shout out, shout out.
Yes.
And I shout out to these lovely creative minds that we have. We have Bashish Kunenk, Stegan, my director Unenk, screenwriter Unenk, Garo Unenk, producer Unenk, all men Stegan, Baba, my bandari Tenek. This is for everybody at home who's gonna be fucking changed from this movie. That's so
Yeah, that monologue, the ending monologue, as she said, it's
so powerful.
Arthur, he did an incredible job with that ending monologue, and it was just connecting. That was the main challenge, just coming up with the screenplay and putting that monologue in, and then finally building the story building the script. From the ending to the beginning. At the end, I'm like, okay, that was
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Done with the first draft. At least now,
I know
what we're working with.
Yeah. It's kind of like a tiered cake. You got this part done. Now you're going on to the next level and then the next level.
I'm gonna bring the special guest out.
Oh God.
Oh
yeah.
What is this?
Special guest.
What is this?
Okay, so
let me
you need to talk about it. Trey,
Okay.
you want to talk
So
about it?
in the movie, in the entirety of the movie, I kind of did a homage to Godfather. One thing, that's my favorite movie. That's what got me into making movies.
Yeah.
And in The Godfather, if you watched it and if you know movies, you'll know every time there's going to be a death scene, there's an orange. Someone's about to get shot, there's an orange. When Don Vito was about to get shot, he's picking oranges. So I'm like, I kind of want to do...
Don't tell me about a fucking orange.
We wanted to
Am I going to die? That's why you've been talking about Forest Lawn for the past 20 minutes.
On the first day of shooting, which is basically somewhat in the opening of the movie, I brought a bowl of oranges. And one of the oranges, midway through the shooting, all I hear is her and rest of the Arthur and Shirley, they're laughing. I'm like, what the hell happened? Show what happened.
Okay, so I thought it was really funny because I found nails. So I made a little person. And
That's our mascot.
That's our mascot for the movie. It's this is Boros. This is the Boros.
This is
and
from
I
the
just
set.
I just want you to know that he is mummifying, and by the time the movie comes out in June, he will be hard as a rock, and then he will be paraded in a resin prism like a mummified god.
Call the police. Show the camera. What the fuck is just happening to me right now?
This is Boros. And
Love us?
Not anymore.
Nice to meet you. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. And it's actually it's a very good personification of Andre.
I was about to say, I'm so glad you said it because it would have been mean if
No,
I said it.
no, not the
I was like, you
baldness.
look just like Arthur.
I'll tell you this.
I will say he was like this big when we started, and now he's just like
Arthur?
No, I'll say this. This is how I felt on the first day, and I'll tell you what I mean.
That's how I feel right now. When you showed him to me, I was like, the fuck?
First day of the shoot,
Yeah.
I was sick. I was like,
Why?
I had a mixture of cold.
Oh, you were like
I was
actually sick.
actually
Oh,
sick.
okay.
I was cold, and apparently I had food poisoning, which I'm not gonna bring to the conversation.
Hallelujah on set.
So we get finished halfway through the shooting. We eat lunch, and then we come back from lunch. I'm like, I can't work.
So he's in the restroom. Just imagine.
I'm
Like
losing my mind.
Like this?
No, it's more like this.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm knocking on the door, and he's like, I'm like, open the door because I'm the lead med on staff.
Med on the staff.
I'm the lead med on staff. So the thing is, I had like so you're like, oh my god, yes.
Yeah, it was so stupid. I could have just put two and two together.
No, it's totally fine. I was the lead med on set, and only EMT medic on set.
Yeah.
So I was like, open the door right now. Like not as your friend, not as the writer. Open the door.
Yeah.
Essentially. And he's just hurled on the toilet, and he's just like, I can't move, I can't do anything. I'm like, okay, give me 2 minutes. I ran to some Mexican little supermercado. I got a bag of ice. I swear to God, hands down, me and one of the extras that plays the bartender, Mike. Mike has no idea what's going on. I'm just like, where's the... I swear to God. I swear to God. I told Mike, I was like, is there a CVS or, a 7-Eleven nearby? He's like, no, I don't know. I'm like, okay, so come with me. I literally do not tell him anything.
I'd be shitting bricks if I was Mike.
No. Hands down, I was like, we're going now. I literally was like, now. I grab my stuff and I go and we go to the supermercado and I'm looking at stuff. And then I found this ice cream, just like this random strawberry ice cream refresca or whatever. I get a bag of ice and I get a water bottle. I put the ice over my shoulder. Like it's like a 20-pound ice? Yeah. It was 20-pound ice. I put it on my shoulder.
Bodybuilder.
I swear to God.
Adrenaline.
And then I took a jug of water, the 3-gallon. I think it's 3-gallon or was it the 1 gallon?
No, it wasn't.
It was a 3-gallon water bottle. And then the ice. I give the person the money. I put a 50 down and I'm like, keep the change. And I'm running back to set. I open the door, like, hands down, I felt like I was in Die Hard. It was very funny, but I could.
I'm still
once again.
Door kicks open.
Once again, this is the moment where like I'm serious, but in any other situation, I would be dying laughing.
Yeah.
Hands down, he's on the toilet like.
You know what's happening.
Yeah, it's just
but just imagine, like we're laughing now, but like in an instant, I was like, ice on him,
scary.
and taking care of everything. Mike, all of the color on his face just fades.
Yeah,
he's like, oh my God, that's what you wanted, and I'm like, yes, Mike, you can leave now. You know.
Yeah.
Why are you giving Mike an attitude, the poor bastard? You grabbed him and you took him with you on an expedition. You're telling me he must be sick, really? What the fuck?
I didn't tell him to leave because he was starting to get queasy. So
why would you? Why?
Bad idea.
Why would you? This is what
leave Boros alone.
That's what Mike was when he walked in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I felt.
That's literally how I felt.
That was me.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying,
That was me.
and I gave him the ice cream. I'm like, "Are you doing okay?" I put the ice on his back, and I was like, "You need to get through this." I literally told him, I was like,
first day too.
Yeah.
First day.
Wow.
And it was like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like kind of, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but the thing is, like, no, but it's just I took initiative, and I was like, I looked him dead in the face, and I was like, buck up. We need to finish set. We need to finish.
It
like,
didn't even start yet.
No.
We were halfway.
Oh,
through.
you're halfway through.
I was
it.
like,
Okay.
I was like, you need to like, Tarmanas, Petke Tarmanas. We don't have time.
And it's the first date.
Yeah, it was the first
That's
date.
not a good way to like
And it's like
end if you were
exactly. None of the staff knew. None of the staff other than me and one of his best friends knew. His best friend, actually, funny enough, reaches me as I'm at the supermercado in his car and says, "Oh, I'm gonna go get ice." I'm like, "I already did," and I'm running. And Abel's like, "You looked like Superwoman." I was like, you know
I need
what?
to meet him.
I
need to meet who
hands
Abel
down,
is.
Abel. Yeah, no, you're gonna hands down meet.
Why did he sound like that? Could you do it over time?
Because he's Persian. He's like
Persian she. There's no way Persian. You are looking like Superwoman. That's
yeah.
not Persian.
He's like Jolie. You look like Superwoman. I was like, okay, thank you.
Man was okay. I'm gonna tell you this. He wasn't on this planet.
Why does Boros have
Antennas.
his birth certificate in the back of his?
Yeah.
What is that?
It just says November 8th when he was
Sanandian Ora.
Sanandial Ora,
First
Heevand,
edition.
and his name's Boros. Because you know, like small children, anonymous for Koshikit Vren Garumes, your name and stuff, just so he doesn't get lost.
Oh, I thought like small children.
Yeah, and then
you know,
he
they
has
have
his
names.
little
I'm like,
playpen.
that's not a small child. I'm so sorry.
He has a little playpen.
That's a playpen? Looks like a prison.
It's okay.
Sure.
Batsa on the top. It's not prison.
Okay, let's do a little ad run real quick. And while I do the
Someone
ad
has
run,
to pay for this.
someone does have to pay for it. Matt, this is cake again. It's cake mad
Cake.
cake.
May I have cake with them?
Very
Because it
true.
looks like a smiley face.
This is so good. Have you had
Messi, are you this?
I can
Yes.
feel,
I know.
I can feel the
Very
diabetes.
true.
I can feel
What
the
the
diabetes.
fuck, man? Normal.
Okay.
Okay, love, Here's money's worth the covers.
Fourth one.
Boy, we need a Forest Lawn sponsorship right now. Go ahead and say what you need to say. Man, if you sprayed, I was going to jump into this TV. I'm going to just tell you that right now.
That's why I didn't. Because I was like, you know what? His emotional health is important.
Exactly. So let me get back to this ad real quick. Have you ever had a headache or a body ache? You're taking a dump. And you're like, man, I don't know who to go to. HPT is the perfect place for you. Have you ever thought, why is my neck on fire? Why are my feet on fire? I'm 24. Why do I feel like I'm geriatric? I'll tell you why. It's because you haven't gone to the best physical therapy clinic in the fucking county. And it's called HPT, Health Physical Therapy, specialized by Dr. Ernest Gyolchan and his entire professional staff, which I go to almost every Friday to get my feet checked out because I've been in karate since I was 7 years old, 2nd degree black belt. My feet were killing me. Not only are his clients understanding the functional level and the strength and the mobility of what it is that they need to work on, but Dr. Ernest Gyolchan, my guy, my barekam, he's not really my family, but he is like family. He's literally the best in the game, and everybody at HPT does an excellent, fantastic job at making sure that services are provided in a very healthy, clean, and efficient way, while also you leave feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, and completely aware of what you need to be working on. Ernest himself will be spearheading all of your sessions going forward. You can find him at 111 East Broadway Suite, 204, Glendale, California. You can also follow them at hpt.clinic on Instagram. They've got the best staff. Thank you guys so much for being a sponsor on the podcast. We love you. Ernest Chan, I love you so much. Let's get back to the show.
Oh, surprise.
Oh, yes.
Second surprise.
Yeah, I see. Record label and bere, Mamar. I'm scared.
The movie is coming out June 16th,
Hey!
2026.
Hey, Launte Kaka, bro. I swear to God, man. There's no way, bro. There we go. June 16th, 2026 is when Heevand is going to come out. You didn't even say the American name.
Yes, the American name is going to be Imperfect.
Oh!
Because
I see what you did there, you little genius. I see what you guys did there.
The reason why we called it Imperfect is because every love story is imperfect, and most of the love stories that you have within yourself, the self-love, is also imperfect. And the sooner you realize that the love you have for yourself is imperfect, the sooner you can actually get help for yourself if you need the help.
Absolutely.
So, I present to you classified movie document for your legal name. Government right here.
They know me as Shanti Mat. I'm just joking. What the fuck? Am I getting a cease and desist? What is this?
But
this is one of many.
One of many.
What?
Yes, one of many. But
I'm scared, bro. Hold on a second.
Okay.
No, first, can I just say thank you for whatever it is?
Of course.
Can I just say thank you?
Okay. I will say it has a lot to do with the fact you are our first podcast ever that, AX Productions, AX3 Productions has ever done is a podcast. Okay. So it's a certificate of you being our first podcast.
Yeah! Yes, Heevand them! I love it!
Yeah. And it has the signature of the 3 main actors and then some of the staff, including Adeh. And
hey! I fuck with it! I'm gonna get this framed. There's nothing else in here, Chair. Okay, we're good. Let me put
no
this
cease and desist, I promise.
Okay, thank God. Yes, I didn't have the money. Shirley up here, who's Ani in the movie,
Ani
right?
in the movie, yes.
Andre, Arthur. Did he know you guys? Obviously, he knew you were coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
He doesn't know?
He doesn't know.
Now you know.
He's like, he jokes.
Hey, it's good. It's autograph. Okay, and then
and then that's Georgi, who is Alex. Yeah.
Okay.
The other 2 who are Mary and Anahit, unfortunately, when we were getting them signed. Oh, and also Pogos.
I saw it. No, but let me. Georgi on the chair.
Georgi. Yes.
Let's start with the A.
To be honest with you need to ask him yourself. I think if he was anything, I think he was signing it Alex.
I think he was signing it
Alex,
too.
Yeah. But the thing is, you have Adeh's name right there.
It says Ara. Okay, go ahead. You got Adeh.
And then I think there's Adeh. There is our hair and makeup girl, Naris. There is...
Director.
There's Tatiana. And then there's Tatiana, who is our assistant psych specialist. I had a few specialists.
Oh, so you had psychology specialists on set too.
The thing is, she's a psychology candidate. I also had another one. Shout out to Daniel.
Side D or MFTs?
I believe Saidi.
Okay.
So the thing is, and then there's my brother right there, Alvand. He's our pharmaceutical specialist.
Oh, okay.
So
I was like,
there's that, and
yeah.
then there's Abel, the one that you love so much. He's our
Hoorah.
DP and props guy.
Hey!
Yeah.
China.
And then,
Okay.
you know, I think there's gonna be a bromance between Abel and Shanti Monty on
I
the
hope
premiere,
so. I hope
and it's
so.
gonna be great. And
I'm
then,
invited to the premiere?
oh, hands down.
Oh, hell yeah, Nick. Yeah!
I was waiting for it to be.
I was scared too. I was so scared it was going to be the terror. I was very scared.
I also wanted to mention we also everyone went through a very extensive everyone went through a very
Heevand them.
I will say everyone went through a very extensive, maybe I would say 45-minute
Just to sign this
no.
certificate?
Because I was the IDIC, so I was the director of the intimacy as well as the coordinator.
Intimacy. It's sincere,
So the thing is, so the thing is, you guys will understand during the movie, but the thing is, self-harm, any kind of conversation of self-harm of any kind,
like that.
any kind of stuff like that, consent and stuff like that. I had a very, very amazing experience, and I'm so thankful for everyone that was on set. So receptive, so respectful, and I'm in awe of Adeh in general. I just want this to be on, I want this to be on record. I am in awe of how amazing he was on set, just how professional he was in general.
Even when you walked in here, he was very professional.
Yeah, no, he's just an awesome
I got scared.
guy.
I was getting audited by the IRS.
Yeah,
I got scared.
his sweater vest.
It's not
him.
even the sweater vest. It's just auditors. I'm like, what? Auditors, Adeh.
Yeah, hello.
Try this.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we know that, you know, your receptiveness and you just having the faith in allowing us to be on the podcast. We really appreciate it. No, it's like, I just want you to know that, like, we really do appreciate it. And the reason why we thought it was, like, such a good idea to give you this is because it's small steps like this that makes the difference.
Oh, for sure.
So the thing
For
is,
sure, yeah.
And I want everyone on, you know, that watches this, I just want you guys to know, you don't have to be in the film industry. You don't have to be in the medical industry to be curious, to be wondering what you want to do with your life. It's okay to change what you want to do with your life. Stuff happens.
For sure. Yeah.
So I just want everyone to know that, like, you know, you having a podcast, I think it's awesome. You know,
Thank
us
you.
making a movie, it's awesome. Everyone's awesome in their own way. So the thing is, the only thing I want the movie to personify is that if you're not okay, tell someone. Because eventually there will be someone that can help you.
Yeah, for sure. It's okay to not be okay.
Yeah,
So you
and
gotta
it's
remember that.
exactly. It's okay not to be okay, but also you need to keep yourself kind of in check within yourself.
For sure.
Because self-love is imperfect. And you
Yeah.
can't sit here and say, oh my God, Yerani Yesa Esiane. Yerani, I went to, you know, he did his MFA. Yerani, I went to med school. If you want it so bad, then go run for it.
100%. No, I completely agree with that. And then it's not everything is linear. So like your Chanapar is not always going to be the same as somebody else's journey too. So you have to just, as long as you're 100% committed to your own journey and how you want to run things and how you do things, everything else is going to align.
Okay. So Essie, this is for you.
Esse Walgreens na cara, o Hurricanes.
Yeah, the villain kiss. It's a life-sized portrait of Boros, obviously.
Or crash out. I need to see it.
It's literally
Sure! That's not cheating, but mad never can. Baba, it's fine.
Torinzi.
Man, arvers true. It's no més often ser que is hard tega. Oh, wow! Autographed! Che, du glavig na Minzi.
Yes. So the thing is, what's gonna happen is at the premiere, we're gonna have all of our cast and crew. So yeah, we're gonna have cast and crew, so you will be able to get that signed. We'll have different colors and everything.
So this is you guys signed.
That's
this is
me.
you.
Yeah, that's
okay,
me.
good.
And
Okay,
yeah.
thank God. I was gonna be like, who the fuck is this? You know what? I can't help but realize
What?
the font is very familiar.
I think the font is. No way!
Bro, it's
Sam,
exactly
please, this
the
is a
same
sign.
font. It is exactly the same font.
Oh my God, Sev, this is a sign, buddy. We love you. I love your wife as well.
چه دو copyright بکار
Just no.
No.
We love you. Please don't say that.
Sir, me ban ara me cease and
Please, no,
desist
no, no,
us. No, I'm kidding.
Speaking of cease and
No,
desist,
I'm kidding. That was crazy. Today, Matt covering corner.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Out with the old, in with the new.
Sev, eti این کاسه make chance.
Sen can do yes kezi imkanım sirum sanat millesi. Yes ke esnaki marmes iş kanen ekelen tunas mer meştere wagent no. Apartheid adını merin kerutian bey.
I will say that, did you go to the same high school as Sev?
I did not.
Huh.
Yes, Tonga champ serum. Yes, Tonga.
Sev.
Tonga çünkü
Sev.
High
He
school.
knows. Huh?
High school.
I went to HBU.
Oh. We
Yeah,
both went
but-
to Hoover.
Yeah.
Oh, I know so many people that went to Hoover.
Yeah.
No, yes, Hoover in Boncham.
Sev Nelganats. So they have a brotherhood like that.
What's that over there?
Okay.
Alright.
It's
So,
Valkenum.
as you know from previously, we gave Shant a wonderful, wonderful surprise of his Heevand certificate.
Certified Heevand.
Certified Heevand.
Bye, mama.
Yeah.
It's just spots.
Yes.
So many shit gets to bottom. It's
Cease and assist.
This is my cease and desist from Sebo Hanyan and from Proximity Media.
So as you can see, it's a beautiful signatures and everything. And then we thought here at AX3, why not give everyone the opportunity to be a certified Heevand?
Hey!
So what it is the fact that, of course, it's not a direct copy.
Yes,
like-
original nunem. Yes, original.
Original
You
unen.
can't say to Cheskaro.
So this is our original poster that is just like the typed poster, and you have the opportunity to get one. There's 15 of them.
Hey!
So the rules are very simple. You're subscribed to Shanti Monty, of course. You have to subscribe to that cool guy.
Yes, sir.
And then you need to subscribe to AX Production Official. And then you need to follow Adeh on Instagram. The reason
Yes.
why is because we're going to have you guys post on Instagram about Heevand, a post or a story. And then you're going to use hashtag Heevand short film and Heevand mental health on Instagram. And then you're going to tag Shant and Adeh. Then you have to screenshot the post and the story and send it straight to Adeh with your name and email address so that you can be put into the little raffle we're going to be doing.
Raffle is going to be done on May 15 at 5:15, and 15 lucky people will receive the signed poster. And out of the 15 people, one person will be selected to come with us as a VIP on our premiere on June 16th.
Hey! I fuck with it. I love it.
The raffle for the 15 people is going to be June 1st at 6 p.m.
June
Yes.
1st.
Yes.
Okay. You guys are welcome anytime you guys want. Yeah, but this is like the start of something beautiful going forward. You guys have already mentioned it. There is talks of me being in a project of yours down the line.
You know it.
I don't know what it is, but I can't wait to know more about it. So I gained 2 extra friends today. Asan Heevand like this is what I'm saying. So I want everyone at home to go ahead and please follow them on their socials. Thank you guys so much for coming down to the Room 104
course.
podcast. As always, let's go end it out with a bang. Let's make boss get ended. Wait, so do you like tea or coffee?
I'm a completely tea person.
Good. Chai, manu baru na ko. Chai, put that shit down. Put that shit down.